Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jirijiro Ismail. I am here to present my project which is called Online Book Store Management System. The goal of this system is to manage customers, books, author, order, and payment in structured ways. This project it will going to reduce redundancy through normalization and support SQL queries for reporting and analysis. This assignment demonstrates the complete database development process from scenario selection to implementation and queries. So as we have asked to choose the scenario we wish to use, and this this scenario I choose is called online book store management system. This online book store management system is a relational database system designed to manage book sales online. Book sales, customers, author, order, and payments. The system enables administrator to manage an inventory and monitor sales performance. Customers can browse book, place order, and complete payment. Database ensures data integrity, eliminate redundancy through normalization, and support structured SQL queries for reporting and analysis. This database I design consists two main users, which are administrator, who will going to manage books, author, store, stock, and reports. And also the second one is called the customer, who will going to place order and make the payment. The customer, he or she is going, she, she will going to make order of books and make payments based on the book he or she have been ordered. And the second topic is talking about identification of database entities. This database consists of six entities. The first one called customer entity. The customer entity store all information related to individual who purchase books from the online bookstore. The role for this customer entity in the system, it is essential because customers are responsible for placing order and making payment. Without customers, transaction cannot occur. You see, the customer ID uniquely identify each customers and used to link customer to their respective orders. And the second entity is carried author entity. The author entity store information about book authors. Role of this author entity in the database is that each book must be associated with a note separating the author entity present redundant because multiple books can be written by the same author. This ensures data consistency and avoid repeating author detail for every book. Book entity. The book entity contains detailed information about books available in the bookstore. The role of this bookstore, book entity, sorry, is to represent the main product being sold. The stock quantity attribute help manage inventory while author ID establish a relationship between the books and the author. And the second entity is called orders entity. The orders entity is going to store information about each transaction made by a customer. Role of this entity in the database is to record each purchase event. A customer can replace multiple orders, creating a one-to-many relationship between the customer and orders. And the fifth one is called details. Is called the order details entity. The order details entity resolves the many-to-many relationship between orders and the books. Role of this order details entity, it contains multiple books and the books can appear in multiple orders. This entity ensures proper tracking of which books belong to which order, including quantities and subtotals. And the last entity is called payment entities. This payment entity is going to store payment transaction details. Role of this payment entity in the database or the system is to separate payment from other allow the system to track financial transaction independently. This improves flexibility, auditing, and reporting accuracy. And yet we continue to through the normalization from anonymization to third normal form. So sorry here I have made a mistake, but this one it must be anonymization to third normal form. Anonymized form, as you know, all data was stored in a single table, including customers, order, books, and payment. This caused repetition of data. As you see in this table, this customer order, this book, this book, and the author are stored in same only one field. Also, repeating groups existing for books in a single order, and it was difficult to update or maintain the data in change to customer or book would require to update in table, which could do easily cause inconsistency. And as you see here, we have we, we have anonymized table. Here there are many records which is stored in only one field, which can cause data integrity and data redundancy. What we are going in the first normal form is to structure and ensure atomic value and ensure that no repeating groups are available in our tables. Each attribute contains a single value and each row is unique. Order and book were separated into their own tables and the customer information was isolated. Yes, as you see, we separate them in different tables. Here we have table customers and table of books, table of order, and also table of detail and table of payment. In the first normal form, what we have done is to remove this data redundancy and integrity. At the second normal form, we are going we already in the first normal form remove the partial dependence on the composed key in order details. And then in the third normal form, as we have finished second normal form, in the third normal form, we remove transitive dependence. Total amount in orders can be calculated from order details removed to avoid redundancy. As you see in this table, we have made the inner join of the tables, but no redundancy of the data is available here. And the third topic, you have asked to design entity relationship diagram or ALD of our system. So this diagram is showing the entity relationship diagram in our book store management system. As you can see here, we have payment, we have payment entity and its respected attributes and pay, and you have order entity and the attributes and the customer entity and the author entity and then book entities. Here, as you can see, we have relationship between those entities And the first one is the payment, is between payment and the orders. That relationship is called pays. Payment pays orders, and it have one-to-one relationship type, and then you have relationship of orders and the customer, where customers will replace order, and the type of that relationship is carried one to many. As you see, one customer can make many orders, and then we have relationship between orders and books, and, and the relationship between orders and other details, where other details contain orders, which is one to many relationship, where one orders can be contained in many other details. And then you have the relationship between books and the author, where that relationship is many to many relationship, is one to many relationships, sorry, because only one author can write many books. This is this diagram show us the entity relationship in the online bookstore management system. And the fourth topic is talking about data dictionary. This is data dictionary of our database. The first table, uh, as I mentioned it before, is called customer, which have those attributes: customer ID, names, email, phone, and also address, and their data type, size, constraint, and description for each records. And the second table is called the author, which have attribute carried the author ID, author name, and nationalities. And those are the type of that records that, and size, constraint, constraint, and also the description. And also here we have table called the books. These books contain book ID, title, price, stock, author ID, and as you can see, this is the type of this table: size, constraint, description. And then you have table called the orders, which contain order ID, customer ID, order date, and total amount. Order ID as primary key, customer ID as the foreign key from customer ID, and then order date and total amount. And this is the description, as you can see here. And then the fifth one is called order details. These order details contain order details ID as primary key, and order ID as foreign key, which have reference in orders tables, and book ID, which is foreign key reference from book tables, and also quantities, which is used to number order the books, and subtotals, which is used to total price for the quantity of book orders. And the sixth one is called payments. Payments contain payments ID, which is primary key, and the order ID, which is foreign key, and it has reference from table orders. This is going to identify the order being paid. and also we have payment date, which is date payment was made. As you can see, payment method and amount paid by the customers. And the sixth topic is talking about database implementation using SQL. As you can see, this screenshot pictures of a database implementation using SQL in CMD. As you can see, the first query here of creating tables customers, and here is the creation of table author, and this is the query which are used to create that table author. And then you have created table colored books, and as you can see, this queries is used to create that tables colored books, and we have also inserted the records in that books tables, and we have the table card orders, and this is the query we have used to create these table orders, and this is that table orders structure. And also we have created the table card order details, and this is the query we have used over here. This is the query we have used to create these table order details, and also this is the table order details structure, and we have also inserted the records in the table. And you have the last one, which is table called the payment, and as you can see, this is the query which is used to create that table, and you have also inserted the data in this table. And on this seventh topics, you have required to make that SQL queries which are classified in seven categories. The first one is called the basic select queries, and here we have asked to retrieve all record from a single table. As you can see, these queries select all from customers, which attributed this one, and then we asked to retrieve specific column from table. And as you can see, the query we have used to select those specific column from tables. As you see, we select name and phone from table called the customers, and we have asked to retrieve record using simple where condition. As you can see, we use queries called select all from books where price is equal, where price is greater than or equal to 30k 100 francs. And here this is the output. As you can see, this price is less than or equal to 13k, and you have also asked to retrieve records sorted in ascending or descending orders, and this is the query we have used, which is select all from book order by price ascending. And as you can see, by price, they are ascend from the lowest value to the highest value, and also you have asked to retrieve record using limit to restrict the number of rows. As you see, we select all from box limit to, and here we have only two rows. The second part is about the aggregate functions. The first on aggregate function, you have asked it to count the number of records in tables. Where we use this query, select count all as total author from author, and our total author is equal to 3 author. And the second one is to calculate sum of numeric column. And as you can see, this we use select sum bracket stock quantity bracket as all stock quantity from box. And in this table, we have all the stock quantities, which is equal to 32 quantity, 32 box. And we also ask it to determine the average value of numeric column, where we use these queries, which is select average price as average price from book table. And also we have got the average price according to the condition we have made, and we also ask it to find the maximum and the minimum value of numeric column, and use this query. Select max price as highest price from book table, and as you see on the top, the highest price of the maximum price of the books in the books table is 18K. And also have asked to group record by column and apply an aggregate function, where we use the select title average price as average price from the book group by title, where we group title and average price, as you can see here. And also we have the third part, which is about filtering with conditions, where on the first we ask it to retrieve records or to select records using a multiple condition with and or using all condition. As you can see here, for me I chose and function, which have query card select all from book where title is equal to out of all and the price is less than or equal to 90K. And as you can see, the title box out of all is available here, and also the price is less than or equal to is less than 90K. And we have also asked to retrieve record using between to filter numeric or date lengths. Yes, and here we used query that select all from book where price between 12K and 20K. As you can see here, they select all books which is the cost between 12K and 20K. And also we have asked to retrieve record using in to match multiple values. And use this query select all from customer where address in Muhanga. And as you can see, the output, we have this customer called Ismail, his phone number, and he is also located in Muhanga. And we also asked to retrieve record using like for pattern matching. So we use query which is talking that select all from customer where name like percentage error. Uh, as you as you know, this condition is to retrieve all the to retrieve all the customer names where their names are ended by letter L. And as you can see, we have Ismail and Benton. And we also have the fourth part, which is called join. In join, we have asked to retrieve related data from two tables using a linear join. As you can see here, we use the query, which is select book dot title, comma author dot author name from book inner join author where author dot author id equal book dot author id. And as you can see, we retrieve the title and the author name as you carrying there. And then we asked to retrieve data from multiple tables using left join. As you can see, we used select name phone from customer left join, book on book ID, book ID, and you have name and phone. And also you have asked to retrieve data with right join to include all records from the second table. And as you can see, we use this query, select the customer name, order, total, amount from customer, let join order on customer, dot customer, dot customer ID equal orders, dot customer ID. And we also ask it to join table with filtering condition on both tables. And you have used this query to filtering the condition. And we have also asked it to join tables and sort the result by specific columns. As you can see, we use these queries and you have this output. And the fifth part, we have asked to use nested or subqueries. The first one is to use subquery in where clause to filter result. We have used this query to filter those results where we select order ID and the order date and total amount from orders, where total amount is equal, where total amount is greater than select average total amount from orders. And as you can see, this output is matched with our conditions. And you have asked to use the subquery in the form clause as delivered tables. And as you can see here, we used these queries to retrieve this in from clause to delivered tables. And we asked to use subquery to calculate an aggregate value for comparison. As you can see, we select order ID, order date, total amount from orders, where total amount equal, select max total amount from orders. As you can see, the result, it calculates the aggregate value for comparison. And we have also asked to use subquery to find the record not present in another tables. As you can see, we used these queries and we have this output current input set, which means we don't have this record in our database. And also on the sixth part, we have asked to update and modification of records in database. The first question is to update specific field for certain records based on conditions. As you can see here, we update order. Order says total amount equal total amount plus 500 francs, sorry, 500, where order date equal to this date. And as you can see, query was executed very well. And also we have asked to delete record matching specific condition, and we querying that delete from order details where quantity is equal to 20, and also the law was affected. Zero laws was affected, but query is okay. And also ask you to insert multiple records into table in single queries. As you can see, this is the query we have used to insert the multiple records into only one single tables. And the last one is called advanced queries. In advanced queries, we have asked to combine aggregate function with group by and having, where we use select customer ID, sum total amount as total spend from order group by customer ID, and having some total amount which is greater than 10K. As you can see here, we use group by and also having some, and this is the output. And we have asked to retrieve top n records based on numeric column where we select order ID, customer ID, and total amount from orders, order by total amount ascending. As you can see, this is the result. And also we ask to retrieve record using complex condition with nested subqueries. And this is the query we have used, which is select the order ID, order date, total amount from orders where total amount is greater than select average total amount from orders where order date is greater than or equal to this date, and you have empty sets, which means you have no record which match to this date, but the query was okay. And the last one, we have asked to use function to manipulate text, date, or numeric data. For example, to concatenate substring or date extractions. And here we use these queries which giving us this output based on our condition, total amount over 1000 as amount in 1000 from orders. As you can see, we have order label, order year, order month, and the amount in the thousands. As you can see here, this 45 is that 45K we have, but the system converted it in thousands, and also this is for 40K, where the system converted it in thousands. Thank you. And that was my work. Thank you.